because like that's a long drop. I don't know how far they're squatting. Like I'd just be curious to see how it gets out. I could look it up, but I don't want to.
You,
If I could see it in person though, that'd be cool. But I don't want to find out any other way.
I can't wait to take that out of context. Welcome back to another episode of the Unfiltered Show. We have another great talk about the disappointing Philadelphia sports. How you feel, Ante? Snap reaction to game just ended. We decided to record after the game ended because we would feel so great.
We were hoping to have good news, you know. Snap reaction.
One word for the series.
Other
than disappointment.
Heartless.
Gutless.
Yep. No heart.
Just gutless performance. Who's your rank the hitting, bullpen, and I guess I don't know. I can't. Starters were good.
Starters were great. Starters were great.
Noah didn't pitch amazing, but
Wheeler gave up 1 run. Nola only gave up 2 runs.
He gave up 4, but
I mean,
he left the bases loaded.
You know, I don't really count that, to be honest. But like, I guess yes. At the end of the day, he gave up 4. But overall, like he played pretty solid.
Ranger
dealt.
He was in bullshit all night, but he got out of it every time.
Dude was confident. I mean, honestly, like heartless for sure. Just no one came out with any fire. I feel like everybody was just
we couldn't
sleeping.
hit for the 3rd year in a row.
What else is new?
I mean, we just hit in like last series every year. So like in the 2 years ago,
in the World Series, we were killing the ball.
No, World Series we stopped hitting.
Yes.
And then the last year, NLCS we stopped hitting, and then this year we just got it started early. We stopped, so we didn't. No disappointment.
Gotcha. Yeah, it makes sense.
Keep the
trend going.
Yeah, keep the trend going.
And then next year,
don't get hopes too high. Next year we're gonna miss the playoffs.
Yep.
No, that's not true. Next year we're losing the wild card round.
Yes, you only get 3 games.
Year after that, you miss the playoffs, and then we rebuild for 10 years.
I just don't understand how a team can get so. I feel like it's only our teams, you know. And the Orioles, honestly, only our teams. We just like forget how to hit as soon as the postseason comes around.
Just unclutch. That's what all it is.
Yeah.
Unclutch, or I don't know what it is. The pressure's too big. That's just Philly sports, you know. We'll get to the rest of them, but
yeah,
every time, you know, they like stupid things, like you forget how to toss the ball to the second baseman without almost throwing it over his head.
I mean, Bohm
didn't know which way was up when he was in the field, whether he was batting.
Yeah.
Who else?
No hustle.
Well, I mean, they did something else. I guess it was only Bohm. And I mean, like the other night, Sosa couldn't make a double play, which should have been easy. Tonight they couldn't make a double play off Turner getting that ground ball, and then they should have been able to turn that. Alvarez is so slow.
Yep.
Hitting. Mets are working Ranger fucking 6, 7, 8 pitch counts. We're barely seeing 3.
I mean, we started taking pitches.
Yeah,
in
like
the ninth inning.
Yeah, 9th inning, and then of course
2 walks. Like,
of course, the bottom can't do anything. So Clemens was never getting a hit. Marsh was never getting a hit.
I mean, Clemens had a good battle.
Schwarber hasn't hit since the first game, so that was it.
What else is new? I guess
Turner's swinging at balls that are dropping at his ankle,
and then looking at fastballs down the middle.
Like I saw a tweet. Someone said there must be a clause in Turner's contract that every time he takes a walk, he loses $1 million or some shit.
It's got to be something because it was just rough.
We threatened tonight. We had men on second with no outs. We had men on first and third, no outs, and just JT just couldn't do jack shit.
Yep.
No hits. But I mean, we already knew Bohm looked like ass.
But other than the hitting now, I mean, because yes, the hitting was horrendous. But to be honest, though, what was the bullpen? we were supposed to have the best bullpen in the league. Remember, someone said that this year.
Well,
Someone said
we got ranked with that for some reason. I don't think we ever actually had the best bullpen. It was just some dumb ranking.
obviously because whoever had that idea was insane. I mean, I feel like none of the pitchers remembered what game they were playing. Not
And
not not a
even
single pitcher
well,
knew.
we threw balls so much, so people kept walking, and then of course you got to throw strikes when bases are loaded, and then we just give them 100-mile meatball right down the middle. And Lindor props off was kind of off most of the night and put it in the bullpen, and that was it.
Yeah,
I mean, would you expect every time the bases got loaded, it would have loaded? How many times could Ranger got out of it twice? We weren't getting out of it 3 times.
Ranger did everything he could today. I
But
had nothing to
I
say
mean,
about him.
big part of it, as much as I blame Hoffman for not throwing strikes and walking too many guys and whatever else, why isn't Rob taking him out? Why is someone already, first of all, Hoffman only goes 1 inning most of the time. Especially relievers don't go 2 innings after you sit for almost 20, 25 minutes like that. Why was someone not from the beginning of the inning already warming up? As soon as Hoffman, 2 people on base, out. Estevez or whoever was going to come in should have already been warmed up, ready. So he gave it the first hit. All right, whatever. See how he gets the next guy. Walked him, yanked.
Yeah, there was a lot of faith in him until he walked the bases loaded, and they were like, let's pull him now. Like
Yeah,
at that point, just keep him in. Like he already did all the
and then of
damage.
course Estevez gets the ground ball. We can only get one out, and then that was it.
Yep, it's a tough game, tough loss. Sad, disappointing, but mostly just I feel like no swag, no heart. I feel like everybody else is like having a good time out there, and we look like we don't want to be there,
Well,
and
I don't think it's
now we're
that.
not.
I think we just look like
We're
we're
defeated.
losing to the goddamn Mets. Not, I mean, Mets were hot. I mean, give it up, props to them. They played great. Their starters shut us down every single game, basically. Uh, we couldn't hit. We had what 2 runs through the first 5 innings after all 3 games. Just we
Yep.
didn't come to play, and then the Mets they fought hard. Good luck to them. Not really. I hope they lose to whoever they play next. Hopefully the Padres. Uh,
True.
yeah, they're.
But good battle, I guess. I mean, they can
I
hit.
mean, they're hot. That's why I didn't want to play them.
Yeah, no, definitely did
But
not.
they're hot. They stayed hot. I mean, the real issue is you lost game 1 after Wheeler threw a gem. So there's your.
Yep.
That was a you lose that game. You got
Can only get one hit in 7 innings.
all the
2 hits in
air
7 innings. Sorry.
all the air's taken out of it after that. Uh, yeah, should have won that game. Then you win game 2, but you honestly got lucky. Bullpen kept giving it back every inning.
And the bats decided to wake up for a game.
And then game 3, you looked like ass again. And tonight, you thought you were going to hold on to 1 run for the same, just again for the whole game. And then the way they were just getting in trouble so much with the bullpen and everybody. And then you cost it.
Clock struck 12. We're out of here. Honestly, it is what it is. I'm not really surprised. I am disappointed because I feel like this was honestly our best chance, but clearly I
We'll be
was
back
mistaken.
next year. I mean, it's going to be the same thing next year. We're going to make the playoffs. I mean, even if it's the wild card, we're going to make the playoffs most likely. I'd say like I still give us like a 90% chance to make the playoffs next year.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go to the playoffs. That's not my concern. Who wants to just go to the playoffs and be mid every year? Not me.
They do. Well, we regressed to last. We're not being mid. We're regressing.
Yeah,
One round each year. Maybe
mid
next
is mid is mid.
Maybe we're going back up next year.
We were mid. We lost.
Next year NLCS again. Year after World Series. But I mean, you get everyone back for the most part. I don't think you lose anybody.
Thankfully,
I think Bohm technically was arbitration this year. I don't know if he ever signed anything for an extension. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But you get Cassie back, Schwarber's back, Harper, Stott, Turner, all your pitchers for the most part.
And listen, and that's great. Really excited to run it back again next year. But when do you start thinking?
Well, I think they got to go like
maybe we make a move.
I think Bohm's got to go.
I think, and this is probably a hot take, but I think Casty has to go. Casty or Schwarber.
Cassie, they're on like small deals, so they're not going anywhere.
Oh
Unless
well,
I mean, we could trade them. They're
that's what
on,
I'm talking. That's what
but
I'm
like,
talking about.
but they're running out. They're like, I think next year's like Schwarber's last, and Cassie's he's got 2 years left. I
And
think
I have nothing against either of them. It's just that like they're the guys. They're supposed to be the veteran, like big hitters. Like to the not
Cassie had a
obviously
good series. I mean,
he did,
really, he had the
but
best series of all of them. I'd say.
and he I agree. But this is a couple of years late because if he had this series like 2 years ago or last year, everything looks different. You know,
Well, the issue isn't even that. The issue is just like when they
we
go
have no
cold, they
hitters.
all go cold. For some reason, like you can't, like instead of like you still get 3 or 4 people to hit, we get all 9 go ass at the same
So
time.
so then who? So and what do you do? You get rid of the group? You change the group up a little bit? Do you change
I
some
think I think they're
players?
saying you got to go. I was seeing like people saying like we got to go and just got to break the daycare up, whoever you want to do. So you got to get like a better outfit. So like you got to go throw 400 million at Soto this year.
Oh, get rid of Marsh. You mean
Yeah, get rid of Marsh, and your outfit is like Casty, Soto, and then like it could be whoever you want really. Rojas, if
Marsh technically?
you can still keep Marsh if you want, or you go get a better like veteran guy that just gets on base in center field. Like he's just a speed guy, but he actually hits unlike Rojas. And then like third base, you get a guy that is a hitter. I guess. I mean, Bohm had a good year, but like he just was so ass to be last end of the year. And he has bad at bats. You're not like you can't be in the 5 hole seeing 3 pitches. I
Yeah, I'm
mean,
confused too.
real Muto. I don't know. He was not here.
No,
I
he was
mean,
0 for 11, I
I'll
think.
I'll give it to his supposedly his knee or something, but that blast pitch that he struck out on right down the middle did look like he got fooled somehow. But yeah, I mean, they're gonna run it back with the same team. They're hopefully just gonna add, maybe they're gonna add Soto somehow. Pete Alonso is a free agent, but I don't know where you put him anyway. Uh,
That'd be wild. I don't know
I mean,
how.
unless you put Soto can't play center field, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm saying you put Schwarber back out there, let Pete Alonso DH. Probably not though.
Probably
But
not.
yeah, Soto's the big guy. Maybe if you trade Bohm somehow and get something, you bring up one of the kids, Aiden Miller, maybe see how he does, or you go out and get somebody. I don't know who the big free agents are really this year.
Me either. But I mean, we'll
But I
talk
mean
about that another day because we have a
the
lot more to talk about.
but over, I mean, your pitching staying the same. You definitely
Yeah,
have to
I
reevaluate the bullpen.
definitely have to reevaluate the
But
bullpen. We
like, I'm
gotta
pretty sure,
get a closer.
yeah,
Get
get
someone who's a closer. I don't want
some.
7 closers. I don't want a lefty righty closer. I want one closer.
Yeah, there should be every night. I should know. Yep, Estevez is going out there. He's the closer.
Closer.
No
That's it.
bullshit.
Until he blows like 4 saves, same guy every night. I don't want a lefty righty. I don't give a shit about lefty righty. I don't care.
Look,
It's
and yeah,
sometimes it's too
look,
much.
the bullpen was really good.
They
Strahm,
were. They
amazing
were.
year. Oh, Kirkring, amazing year. Hoffman, amazing year. Alvarado was all right. He had his ups and downs. Estevez, he came over at the end of the year, whatever. He was good, but not in the playoffs. Who else am I missing? Whoever, but they were all good. They just, I mean, the bullpen was still good in the playoffs last year. We just didn't hit. So
Same thing this year.
just a down year, I guess, for the bullpen. Whatever, I don't know what you're gonna do. Just got to find a way. Got to hire. Rob's
Better
got to be on
coach.
the. Got to hire a better hitting coach or add a hitting coach that like hits in the playoffs somehow. I don't know what that means.
Or just get a new manager, I guess. I mean,
I mean, Rob's not getting fired, so it
you
doesn't.
can't. He's just the
I
team's been
mean,
great
they
for
win.
4 years.
I
So
mean, I say next year, they
next
make
year
it or
gotta be.
they fail. You gotta
Gotta.
get
Yeah.
someone. Something's got not right. That's what happens sometimes. Remember
They got rid of.
I always think of the Warriors. It's a great team every year. Mark Jackson got to the playoffs, playoffs lose. Something was wrong. Change it. Steve Kerr 4 championships. Is he the reason? No, but
Well,
something he did triggered something in them. Now I understand that they all love Thompson and all that, but I'm sure at some point even Harper's gonna be like, all right, I love this guy, but we're not winning. Something's wrong here.
yeah. I mean,
His decisions sometimes are just
didn't
don't
that
make
technically
sense.
happen to us already with Joe Girardi, and then we put Thompson in, and
Yeah,
then we
put
won
Thompson
like
in and
26 straight.
got hot, made the playoffs, and
Went to the World
went to the World
Series.
Series. So I'm not saying Thompson. Maybe we'll see what Thompson does next year. You can't really fire someone after getting to the playoffs 3 straight years. Obviously, disappointment. He can't get out there and hit the ball. That's the biggest thing,
That's
honestly.
true,
His
honestly.
decisions for taking pitchers out, putting certain batters in the lineup, like Hayes shouldn't have played last night, things like that. Great. That's not great, but like he still can't make him hit. And then Hayes going 0 for 3 is not losing you the game.
No.
So, I don't think Hayes was up with anyone on base. Didn't even matter.
Nope.
But I mean, he can't go out there and make them hit the ball.
Yeah, no. At that point, it's
But
honestly.
maybe it's the hitting coach. I don't. Who knows?
I'll
Maybe
just say next year you start
his
with the
approach.
players.
Like next year, I hope we're last in home runs next year. I want singles, doubles, singles, walks. Give me walks. Schwarber walked 400 times this year. You know, he walked like 4 times in the playoffs too. So, but give me a single, first and second, no outs. Don't hit a home run, tie the game. Like Schwarber gets a single in that last inning, 4-3. I mean, Turner's up, Harper's up. You
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
Diaz is wild.
obviously he walked the first 2 batters.
So I mean,
But we just don't go for walks. We go for hits. That's it.
I mean, they do go for walks. That's the problem. Like all season,
In the ninth inning,
Harper and Schwarber lead the league in the top 5 in walks every year.
and then
Playoffs come. I mean, they're taking Harper to get walked a bunch. So did Schwarber. But then there's at bats where I'm like,
why are you swinging the bat?
Take the walk, and like the ump made some bad calls tonight, whatever. But that did not dictate the whole game. There were a few missed calls.
They missed calls on both sides.
Yeah, they missed calls on both sides. There was a few that like screwed the Phillies, but like, all right, great. Now it's 2-1. Who's to say we're not going to swing at the bad pitch next anyway?
Exactly. Who knows? Knowing us, we're going to swing at the sweeper 30 yards in the dugout anyway, so it doesn't matter.
He was spiking balls. He almost hit him.
Yeah, it's
can't
talk anymore about the Phillies though.
You have any closing things for the Phillies? You'll be watching them again next year.
I mean, I'm obviously going to watch again next year. It's just I feel like there has to be some kind of change. You can't do 4 years in a row and just keep doing this. It's like the Sixers. You can't do the same thing every year and think it's going to be a different next year. That's literally psychotic.
Yeah,
so
they need to.
Hopefully they change something.
Thompson's not getting fired. May be get. The pitching was good. Ranger fell off towards the end of the year, but he came out tonight and
he had
didn't
injuries.
Look great.
Though.
Didn't look great. He didn't put runs on the board. It's not like they were making stellar defensive plays. He struck out 8 people, even though he walked a bunch. And then you got to add. You just got to add another bat, I guess, to that lineup. You have to have a better third outfielder or second outfielder, because our outfield, other than Casty, just can't hit for shit.
Yeah, no, definitely need a better outfielder.
Bone might be fine at third. He does hit, but like he's not the 5 hitter anymore.
No, we need to get an outfielder who's going to be our 4 or 5 hitter.
Cassie looks good in the 4, but I like him at the 5. You could still stay with the top 3. Turner had a good season. Got to take his head out of his ass in the playoffs.
I think Turner should be batting first and Schwarber should be batting second. That's just me, though.
I'm fine with that too. You got to have a better 4 hitter. Schwarber should be batting 4. But he walks. The problem is he is a big walk guy, so he is good in the top 2 spots.
That's why I like him too. But I think Trey just likes to bat 1, and him batting 2 just keeps messing. I mean, he did bat 300 this year, so can we really say he didn't?
No,
have a good year batting. It's just.
Are we going to get Soto? We'll see. No. We have the second best odds to get him after the Yankees. If he decides, they don't want to play for the Yankees anymore, could come here. No one thought we were getting Turner or Harper. We'll see. Maybe make a big trade. Big trades I feel like don't happen in the MLB as much, but never know. Dodgers trade everyone. And look at that.
Yeah, Mookie Betts and Ohtani.
Every year they get to the playoffs, all the pitchers are dead. But we'll see.
We shall.
We got the Eagles last. No, we got the Flyers starting Friday. Yeah, season opener. You excited to watch? You gonna watch the Flyers again this year?
Oh,
you said you were gonna get back into it. I think you lied last year.
No, definitely gotta get into it this year. A lot of hype around Mitch Cove. He looks amazing. But yeah, just definitely gotta be back involved with the Flyers. A lot of potential.
Next week, the Flyers have a game Friday, Saturday, Tuesday. So next week when we talk again, we need Flyer analysis from you. What do you think?
I could do that. That's light work.
But yeah, hopefully we'll see a little Mitchkov magic on Friday. Let's get the Flyers to start off with a win. They're in Vancouver against the Canucks. Hopefully we just see what the team's gonna look like this year.
I just want to see a battle. Like I don't want to see them just getting slapped around, which I don't think they will be. But that's my only like what I don't want to see. Honestly, I just want to see good plays, like them fighting, in the
all I want to
offensive
see is a
end.
goal on the power play. If I see one goal on the power play,
Fair,
I'm locked in for the year.
fair. I
And
like that.
we're getting better. I used to watch the Flyers every game. Last few years, it's been hard. So I watched them last year, but yeah, we'll get back into it. Hopefully, we'll get some wins this weekend. We'll
Yeah,
talk
this
about them
year,
next week.
this year I'm watching. I got it.
Um, then we got the Sixers preseason. They played some team from New Zealand a few
Yeah,
days
they did.
ago. Whooped their ass, obviously.
Cooked them. Tyrese Maxey
Max
was eating.
Maxey and Reggie Jackson both had 15.
I think
Uh,
Tyrese only missed 2 shots.
so did Reggie Jackson too.
Mid-season form.
Mm-hmm. To what you expect though against them. They have a bunch of preseason games left. And B didn't play, but they all look like they're ready to get back out there. Hopefully, they are our saving grace this year since the Phillies are garbage, and we're going to have to talk about another disappointing team next. Hopefully, but yeah, a lot of excitement. We'll talk more about them
Yep.
once the season gets closer. They don't start till
Not
uh
anytime soon. They have at
yeah.
least another month, I think.
No, they start like mid October.
Oh,
They
all right.
start maybe 2 weeks.
Sounds good. But then lastly, but not least, we have the Eagles, obviously. And
Yes, they coming off their bye, so we didn't have to suffer any pain from their any loss last week.
thank God
Actually, we did lose Devin White.
we did lose Devin White. Well, did we lose him? He never even played, so is it really a loss if you never saw it to begin
He
with?
never touched the field as much as me. He
Yeah.
had the same amount of tackles, interceptions, sacks.
I probably worked as hard as him too. I'm not gonna lie. Probably worked harder. I'm not even gonna hold you there. So yeah, that's disappointing that we wasted that money or whatever the hell happens to that.
I think we like bought him out anyway, so we didn't lose much money. We made like he was like, oh yeah, no problem. Like it was all good, good spirits, no hard feelings. I mean, I guess just N'Kobe Dean beat him out, which fine, great. I mean, he's younger, whatever, blah blah blah.
The Kobe
Not
Dean
doing.
is a beast.
The big news this week, right now, we have AJ and Lane, or look like they're definitely gonna be playing.
Devonta is
Devontae is still in
supposed.
the protocol, but they said he was practicing some and should look good for Sunday too. And we have a new starter, Cooper DeJean. It will be starting for Avante Maddox. Don't know if it's a injury thing or just they're trying to get him some reps and see what he looks like out there. So we'll see how he does. Sidney Brown's
Oh my
practice
God,
window got opened up, so he
forgot
has
about him.
21 days to kind of, or however many days it is to come back and get in shape and probably play in a few weeks. And
Sick.
then I think that's really it. Hopefully they're got their head out of their ass in over the bye. I mean, Tampa Bay is a good team. We lost to them, whatever. The Browns are a shit team.
Deshaun Watson doesn't even know what sport he's playing. He thinks he's playing soccer.
Sean Watson doesn't. He didn't actually want to not go for fourth down. That was the. I don't know if you saw the real thing about that.
No, what
He
actually happened?
they had 12 men in the huddle, so he had to come off because they had to call timeout.
Huh.
So it was fake news about him not wanting to go for fourth down. They got in the huddle, had 12 men. He had to call timeout, or they would have taken a penalty.
So either way, they couldn't go for, or they could have went for it after that if they
Yeah,
wanted
I
to.
thought, but I think they might have taken the penalty actually. So they might have broke the huddle with 12 men. I can't remember, but they
Uh,
had 12 men, so whatever. But they look terrible.
yeah.
Chubb isn't back still. Deshaun Watson couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Their defense does not look as good as we initially talked about probably at the beginning of the year.
I mean, it's hard to be a solid defense when you are like always short sighted on the field in like 3 minutes. So I don't think they're bad. I think their offense is so bad that it's bringing the defense down. But um, overall, I think we should win this game with ease. I'm expecting like a 32 to like 10 win.
Oh, that's real deep. I'll go more like
No.
20 24 to 4. I don't even know, 13. That's the best I'm given. It'll be closer than I think, but maybe not. We are getting all the offensive weapons back that we've been missing. The team did look
Had a week to recuperate.
good.
Think about everything that they were doing wrong, not be trash.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this bye week's going to show us a lot that we overreacted maybe a little bit in the first half. I'm hoping.
Look, two and
I
two isn't the worst after the first 4 games. I mean,
I agree.
we should have beaten the Falcons, but they're not as bad as think we once thought they were.
The Falcons aren't bad. They have a brand new quarterback. Kirk Cousins had to get in rhythm. The defense had to get their identity. They also have a lot more new pieces
Mm-hmm.
as well. I feel like the Falcons are a solid team, and the Saints are too. So I think that's going to be a nice little battle they have going. And Tampa, it's a nice
Yeah,
little battle they got going on in the
we
NFC
beat the
South.
Saints, of course. And Tampa. I mean, does this have our number? I don't know. They have our number.
They do. It's like the
Uh,
Celtics with the Sixers.
but we also had absolutely nobody in that game. And
Also
if
true.
some bad decisions, Nick Sirianni doing his best Rob Thompson and overthinking and not just giving the goddamn ball to Saquon. That's what you better see a lot of Saquon this week.
Yeah, he
Start
had 2 weeks of rest.
early Saquon. Yeah, then when they start stacking the box, we'll play action. You got all your receivers back. Hit Goddard, AJ on a double move,
We're away,
Devontae on a slant.
correct?
We are. I think we're home.
Oh, sick. We are home.
I think we're home.
We are home.
Yes, we're home. So, and we're also favored by 9 points for you guys that are out there betting.
That's a big home win we need.
On Dante's prediction, you're hammering the Eagles minus
Money line.
9.
Yeah.
Eagles money line. Eagles minus 9. Over 40. Over under 43.
I said 32
Dante said
10.
Dante said a little under. So let's see. I mean, the Eagles should win this game. Key factor: keep Myles Garrett off of Jalen Hurts. I'd say the rest of the defense really isn't that great. Their secondary's all right, but
I have one thing, and I forgot what it was. It was one like, oh, if somehow this offense that looks like they don't know what sport they're playing somehow scores more than like, I'm gonna say 21 points because that's 3 touchdowns. If this offense scores more than 21 points,
they're
I
cooked.
you gotta fire Sirianni.
Take him out back.
Gotta fire Sirianni. There's no way this offense or Fangio. I mean, I don't know why we would fire him, but there's no way this offense should score any more than
I mean,
14 points.
Jets just fired Salah,
17
so
points.
Sirianni, could be next.
I hope slightly. We'll see.
Don't be surprised. Jerry Jeudy, 60-yard touchdown on a play, and Cooper torches us for 150, but we still win.
Oh, because what? Because no, well, did you see also that Darius Slay might be in some?
He's on the trade block.
On the trade block. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, it's not. I don't know. They're trying to get stuff for them because they will have Ringo and they have Mitchell and someone else, DeJean. So we'll see. Yeah. What's your bold prediction for the Eagles?
Bold prediction: 3 passing touchdowns. Jalen Hurts.
I'll go. Let's see. I'll give you 4 sacks from the Eagles defense.
Holy shit!
That's more than they have for 4
All
games,
year.
now, right?
All
How
year.
many sacks do we have? How many do you think we actually have?
How many do we think we actually have?
I mean, how many do we have? I'm going to look right now. How many?
I think we have. I think we have 2.
Guess.
I think we have 2. If I'm not mistaken, it's Milton Williams and then one other person.
Eagles sacks leaders 2024. Here we go. As a team, we have. How many did you say?
2.
2. Well, I've got to be able to find it first.
That's bad. If you can't find it, that's bad.
It's just not showing me the defense. Honestly.
It's 0.
It's more than 0.
Now we have.
Yeah, I got it.
2.
We have. Oh, we have more than you think. We have 6.
False.
2 to Bond, 1 Milton Williams, 1 Jordan Davis, 1 Brandon Graham, 1 Josh Sweat. Yes, we will have 4 this week.
4 this week. That's almost as many as we have for the whole year. That's a good time.
We're gonna get there. So
one
yeah,
day.
Eagles win, hopefully, and you're three touchdowns from Hurts, 4 sacks. Take the Eagles money line. Take the Eagles minus the points if you're going with Dante. We are not sponsored by anybody, so
Not yet.
uh, yeah. What kind of grid do you want today, Dante? You want hockey?
No, absolutely not. I'll take basketball because that's the only thing I could look forward to after baseball sucking and the Eagles sucking. So,
All right, we got Knicks Bucks to start it off.
Brandon Jennings,
Mm-hmm. Raptors Bucks.
Raptors, Bucks.
Gary Trent.
Yes.
Gary Trent Jr. No, that's wrong. Where was Gary
Did,
Trent last year?
oh my God, did he actually ever play for the Bucks yet?
Don't know. Did they just get him?
I think they just got him this year. So
Nuts.
that
Got
technically doesn't
screwed.
count. Pain.
Well, Celtics Bucks.
Oh, Drew Holiday. Um, yeah, Drew Holiday.
Mm-hmm. Knicks Blazers. Rashid.
Carmelo Anthony. Rashid.
Carmelo.
I think Rashid's probably lower.
Yeah. Raptors Blazers. Gary Trent.
Yep.
That'll do it. Celtics Blazers. Damon Stoudemire.
Eddie House.
Eddie House. That's a good one. Nope.
Wow. Who was
Nick.
the who was
I think
the
it's Damon Stoudemire.
I think
Maybe.
there was somebody else. All right, it's all right. We'll go back.
Celtics 10 boards a game.
Let's go with Kevin McHale.
No, he only averaged 9. No, he didn't. He was not it.
I'm just trying to go for those rarities, bro.
Raptors 10 boards.
Chris
Ibaka.
Kaman.
Chris Kaman.
Uh,
Ibaka?
yeah, Ibaka for sure.
Nah. I was struggling. Knicks 10 boards. Ewing.
Wait, you said Ibaka.
That was wrong.
You said Ibaka, not me.
I'm saying he's just wrong.
We stink.
The Raptors only have 4 people that average 10 boards a game. You think you can guess who they are?
Chris Bosh.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I don't think there's a chance in hell you get any of the rest of them. They're nobodies, mostly.
mm,
One's a former Sixer.
George Hill.
No. George Hill?
Not George Hill. George Lynch.
No.
Former Sixer.
Mm-hmm. And
Elton
then
Brand.
no, play for the Nets too. Just only got boards.
Keith Van Horn.
No, only got boards.
No idea.
Didn't score. Reggie Evans.
Oh yeah, true.
Danielle Marshall.
Oh, he's a beast. 16,
And
13
Antonio
threes?
Davis.
Oh, Antonio Davis. Oh, I know those names. I wasn't guessing them, but I know
I'm
those
saying,
names.
I was saying you weren't guessing them.
No shot. No.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's poor showing today.
yeah, we after we got one wrong with the
You want the
Gary
Eagles?
Trent.
You want the football one that has the Eagles in it?
Sure, yeah, let's do the Eagles. Let's do something positive.
Oh, maybe. Do you know a Cardinal Dolphin?
Yeah. Cardinal Dolphin. Danny Amendola? No.
No. You want to start with here? Let's start with Eagles.
Yeah, start with the Eagles.
Eagles Cardinals.
Oh,
Kevin Cobb.
Kevin Cobb. I was gonna say that.
How about Eagles Browns?
Um,
Eagles Browns.
defense. Someone on defense.
Yeah, it's a linebacker. I can't think of some.
Yeah.
And then Eagles 50 sacks career.
Trent Cole.
You would hope
If not, I'd be really sad.
he did. How about Bills 50 sacks?
I was gonna say Vaughn, but there's someone else who's better than Vaughn.
Mario Williams. I don't know if he ever
Mario
got. If
Williams.
you think he got 50.
Yeah, he had to. He played for the Texans, and he with J.J. Watt,
How about Dolphins 50 sacks?
Jason Taylor.
I was already typing it.
It's that man. I love Jason Taylor. I don't know why. We just love Jason Taylor.
How about Bills Cardinals?
Um, Stevie Johnson.
I don't know if he's ever on the Cardinals. He's definitely on the Chargers.
Kelvin Benjamin.
Calvin Benjamin was on the Panthers and somebody else. I was trying to think quarterbacks, but I can't think of too many honestly right now.
Quarterbacks for
Anybody?
Trent
Oh,
Green.
oh, I got you for the Browns Eagles.
What was the guy's name?
Josh McCown.
Oh yeah, true. I want to know
Uh,
that linebacker though. We got to think of him.
I'll click it when I go.
Oh
I
yeah,
It's Jannard Avery. I'm pretty sure.
I can't remember his name. When you say it, I'll be like
Bills Browns.
No, I was gonna say a receiver, but that's not right.
Jarvis Landry. Browns Dolphins.
Yes, yes. I knew it was a receiver. No. Bills Browns.
Bills Browns. Matt
Was
Moore.
was that guy Johnson John Johnson the third? Is that his name?
He was in the Rams. And I forget who
I
else.
think he was on the Browns, but I don't know if he was on the Bills.
I don't think he was in the Bills. Not yet, at least. Stephon Gilmore play for any of these teams?
Just the Bills.
Yeah, I think so. Jalen Ramsey only on the Dolphins. How about Patrick Peterson?
He
Is he on the
played for
Bills or the Dolphins?
no,
I swear he was in the Bills, but I can't remember.
not that I can remember.
Adrian Peterson
Tre'Davious White was on the Bills and the Dolphins.
was can't though.
Damn.
Doesn't line up there.
All right,
Mitch Trubisky.
pick one, two teams, and then let's just guess.
All right, go Bills Browns first.
Bills Browns. C.J. Spiller,
Maybe
Donta Foreman,
Donta Foreman. I don't think he was on the Bills ever.
Fred
It was
Jackson.
Fred Jackson. Don't think it was in the Browns. Could try C.J. Spiller.
Go for it.
Feel like no though. Nah. All right, Bills Cardinals.
Do Stevie Johnson. I don't know why, but I know he was on a few teams.
Nah.
Damn.
And
I got no.
then
I got
Cardinals Dolphins. Anquan Bolden. Just kidding.
It was a defensive player, Ben. Calais Campbell. No.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's correct. The top answers was Tyrod Taylor for Bills Browns, and then John Brown for Bills Cardinals.
Yeah, the receiver.
For Eagles Browns, you wanted to hear
If it was a linebacker.
some defense. Jannard Avery, the one I said.
Call.
Sam Baker, Sheldon Brown,
No.
Bill Cowher,
No.
L.J. Fort,
Maybe.
Jeff Garcia,
No.
Chris Gokong,
Yes.
Jordan Hicks.
Nah. I'm surprised, but no. I love Jordan Hicks too. He's one of my favorite linebackers for us.
Rodney McLeod,
Ronnie McLeod. I think that was the one I was thinking about.
Cody Parkey,
Oh, the kicker. Shit.
Andrew Sendejo,
Not him.
Dante Stallworth,
Also not him.
Bryce Treggs. Remember him?
No.
He was a receiver, a short little receiver we had, speed guy.
Oh.
But that's our wrap on the sports for today. I have one little crazy story that's happening that Dante's gonna love.
Let's
Dante,
get it.
we have Colorado. There's people that what's an animal? What's a creature
I'm not
that you would
even-
hate? It's not snakes. Basically, these people, I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. People are going to Colorado because they love this creature, and they're going to see it mate and look at it in its community. I'm gonna take a guess at what kind of creature this thing is.
and it's not a snake, and I hate it.
Not a snake. I mean, I'm assuming you hate it. Everyone hates this thing.
A Liz. Oh, then I have no idea. If everybody hates it, no idea.
It's a tarantula.
They're
It's a
going to
people are.
Colorado.
This title is Spider Lovers Scurry to Colorado in search of mating tarantulas and the community. And I guess there's just this place, and people are looking. This where tarantulas are known to be at, and people are watching them and taking pictures of them and sitting next to
Watching,
them.
they're watching
And
tarantulas mate.
they're trying to go see the mate. This picture has someone walking with their dog next to a little tarantula.
Why are these tarantulas just taking over the city and no one's doing anything about that?
No, it's just like in this little small farm place. This is where they like typically meet, I
Oh,
guess. And then, people just are very curious and enthused by tarantulas in this area. So they're going and they use their flashlights to see the
oh, it's
tarantulas
only at
walking around.
night.
I think it's during the day too.
I was just really dark.
Something. No, I think so. They also watch them at night. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I think spiders are nocturnal somewhat, so they're probably moving around more at night.
That's
But yeah, these people are going from all over to watch the mate in September and October. It's when the mature males wander in search of the female's burrow, and then they mark the webbing. If that makes you, what do you think of this? Would you go see this?
I'm gonna have to hard
Free,
pass on this one.
free trip. We got to go. Like you get, we're giving you a free trip, free
Are they
plane
are
round
they
trip.
are they dangerous?
No, you won't get hurt. You're just watching from a distance, even though there's people standing right next to them. It seems their venom
How
is also not considered dangerous to humans,
how
but can
how
cause
big are they?
pain. Let me see. This one, there's a dog standing next to it, and it's a pretty big dog, and it's smaller than the dog's toes. Like like if this is the dog's foot, it's like as big as like my four fingers across.
No, no, I'm all right.
I mean, that's zoomed in, obviously.
I don't want to see anything like that. I'm gonna have to pass on that one, guys. I'm not really into spiders.
You're not into the tarantulas.
Not in the bugs. And I can tell you right now, my fiance is not going to be attending either because she despises bugs. So I'm not going by myself.
Would you go for the tarantula tattoos?
I would rather go for a tattoo than for the mating.
If I
I
told you you have to get tarantula tatted on your chest, or just go for one day, see the tarantulas meet.
how far out of the way are we talking? Like, what's the how long's the drive? Like, is it a far drive after the like? How deep in Colorado are we talking?
No, I don't think it's too bad.
I mean, as long as I'm not getting bit, I'm down. Especially if I'm gonna get close, I'll watch my distance. I don't know how much I'm really interested in seeing spiders mate. I won't lie to you.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I mean, I'm
sound
not going. Tarantulas are disgusting.
they why are
Um,
they furry? I just don't like it.
they're disgusting. I mean, I'm not necessarily afraid of it. I haven't really been near one. If one gets too close to me, I'm punting it. But
Yeah, my first reaction is stomp as hard as possible. So
oof, no, you could get the eggs in your shoe.
sometimes it be like that, bro. I can't take no risks of it coming back.
You've had practice. You play. You remember
Burn the shoe.
remember that spider stomping game?
That was a good game. We used to play that John all the time. That and
Hurt your foot though if you're not wearing shoes.
the whack a mole one, and
Mm-hmm.
then we also had the duck shooting one. That was
Oh,
pretty
duck hunter.
duck hunter. That
That's
was a
a
good
good
time.
one. That was
That was
before. That was before its time. A little
yeah, true. It got me ready for
projector,
Call of
John.
Duty
Mm.
IRL. But yeah, no, I'm not into tarantulas.
Sounds the
would
big tarantula guy.
Sal would despise that. Sal
Oh,
would
all right.
actually probably fight you for showing him that.
I'll
Just
send
saying.
him the link if he wants to go
Surprise him.
before October is over. He can get out there.
People are interesting. It's amazing. I could never. I mean,
What animal would you go watch mate for a free plane trip?
um, hmm, it's a good question. I would say a giraffe
Mm.
because like that's a long drop. I don't know how far they're squatting. Like I'd just be curious to see how it gets out. I could look it up, but I don't want to.
You
If I could see it in person though, that'd be cool. But I don't want to find out any other way.
I can't wait to take that out of context and put it at the beginning of the.
That's a good call. That's a good one. Uh, I was thinking Rhino also because of Ace
Mm,
Ventura, how he like squirmed out of its butt, but I don't think that's how the babies are born too. That'd be wild.
yeah, I don't think any animals are have gotten to the out the butt birth yet. So
That'd be a wild. That one I might have to go see. That'd be like a first time. So I might go to that meeting call.
we'll see. We'll check in on the odd news in the coming weeks.
Odd news. That's gonna be a weird search. Your history is gonna be crazy.
This is what I searched odd strange news on, and it came up on. I've searched these before when we had our weird stories in the past.
Oh, very nice.
Nothing crazy. I mean, for the most part. The other one, there were other stories about like weird stuff, but it wasn't as interesting.
Very nice. Do we have anything else for today, Vincent? Or is that all we have?
No, I gotta go try and sleep off this disappointment, and hopefully we'll put up one more run than the Phillies did today in softball tomorrow.
True.
Softball today, I guess, when you guys are listening.
Yeah. If we do, hopefully we just make more contact than the Phillies did. Because if all of us struck out like that at softball, I'd probably start throwing hands.
I see more pitches at softball in a 1-1 count than they saw most of the series, so
That's also super true. So that's crazy. On that note, we're just gonna leave off with that. Sad season, disappointing. Better luck
yeah.
next year, I guess.
They'll be back next year to possibly break our hearts again. So
Go Bagels.
if you don't want your hearts broken, I mean, come back and listen to the Unfiltered show. But you will be filled with some disappointment if you listen to Vol today. But some constructive criticism. I don't think we were as angry.
No, I think we were more disappointed than
Yeah,
angry.
just
We expected
just
more.
we've just expected it now for the last couple of years. So once they got down in this series, it was unfortunate. But before we bore everyone and you know
And,
got any last
ruin the
ones?
mood.
Yeah. Thanks for drinking straight from the top. We're unfiltered.